So Vikas, now it's time to do I guess, a reassessment. It's the beginning of the year when we reassess the macro, the environment, the valuations, and the prospective returns. Given what we've heard from Accenture and given that IT stocks have been ranked outperformer, do you think IT stocks are factoring in and pricing in a near perfect FY23?
I think clearly, if you can see, one thing is very clear, whether it is Accenture commentary or commentary from any of the players, the demand environment is very, very strong. And whenever the demand environment is that strong, it is never for a shorter term. It is, and we all know that every organization is forced to spend money on cloud migration, digitization, and many more, aspects of, technology. And this is never a shorter term. And in fact, most organizations have just begun to spend. So according to me, this is not a short cycle. It is a very, very sort of long cycle, which will last probably 3 to 5 years and maybe more. Right? Now, of course, first part of the year, when you saw a big re-rating happening on most of the IT stocks because of the change in this demand environment. So large part of the re-rating probably is behind us. But I still feel that, the earnings growth, compounding is still ahead of us. And I would be worrying about any kind of de-rating or slowdown or factoring in when there's any sign of slowdown in the demand environment, which right now is not visible from any aspect. In fact, only you're getting more and more evidences of a strong demand environment. So if that is the case, you will find this being in the interest in the portfolios. And by the way, very interesting part, maybe there's a lot of skepticism still. IT is not overweight in many portfolios. In fact, if you look at overall at the index level or at the sector level, most of the FIs are still significantly underweight on IT. So it's not the sector is over and owned for us to start believing that a lot of things is already factored in. So whenever there is a good demand environment, under ownership, and continued sort of traction on the sector, I don't think one should worry about it.